Hey.
What's going on? It's your boy KD, and you're tuned in with KD's Boxing Talk. Let's talk about it. So we gonna talk about the Canelo versus Jermell Charlo fights coming up. It's happening fast. Boom! It'll be here before you know it. So, like I said, like I'm saying in the video, like I said in the thumbnail, I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. We all know that. It's gonna be an electrifying fight. It's gonna be fireworks that night. Surround the corner, people. Y'all feel that energy? It's about to go down. Jermell Charlo got a chance to prove himself, and Canelo has a chance to prove himself too. This is a fight. This is a fight where you got two men, two elite boxers, two pound for pound division champion boxers coming up against each other, meeting at the same weight, and clashing to prove who is the better man. Because a lot of people want to know, is Jermell Charlo going to win or is it Canelo? A lot of people want to know. A lot of people want to see that fight. And somebody's O has to go. But, I mean, they both had lost, so this is pretty good. So they ain't got no O's. My bad, y'all. I'm so used to saying that. They both lost before. So this is a good fight because it's not as intense as somebody losing their undefeated record, but it's still intense because Canelo hasn't been looking the same in his past couple fights. You know, he got beat up. He lost to Bivol, which was the second loss, and he didn't do that good against his last opponent. Neither. He was swelled up. His head movement wasn't right. Even though he still got the victory, it wasn't in spectacular fashion like a lot of people want to see. So they're questioning Canelo Alvarez's ability and what he can do against Jermell Charlo, which he's naturally the bigger guy and he's the taller guy. So a lot of people has questions about Canelo at this point in time because, as you know, Canelo after Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather, Canelo changed his style. He changed his style with more head movement, being more agile, and so forth. And then he was winning. He was undefeated. He was winning after that in spectacular fashion, knocking these dudes out, coming from different angles. And then it looked like he started to slow down. It looked like the head movement stopped. He stopped utilizing the head movement and started just going with the high guard and the haymakers. So, how do y'all feel about that? Also, Jermell Charlo, he's a spectacular fighter. He moves around. He's a stick and move type of fighter. He can fight in the pocket. He's very versatile with his skills. The question is, can Canelo Alvarez withstand that? Or, on the other hand, can Jermell Charlo withstand the fact that Canelo is smaller, shorter, right? A lot of people will disagree on that. Some people will disagree on that. But Canelo is smaller. I did look. I don't know if it. See, sometimes when you look at the face-off and you're looking at these two guys face to face, you kind of can see like, oh, he looks smaller, he looks bigger, he looks smaller, whatever. Remember, they're still going to camp. They still got to train. They still got to do all this. They still got to work on their muscle definition. And also look at the shoes, because a lot of these short boxers wear tall shoes. You know what I'm saying? So it gives them like a height increase. But you know that's to be determined what type of shoe it is and so forth. But what I did notice in the Canelo and the Jermell Charlo face off, the first one, or was it? I think it was the second one in Las Vegas. Second one in Las Vegas, Jermell looked a little bigger, but then again, we don't know the shoes, or he looks taller. We don't know the shoes or whatever, but he is a taller guy. That to say all that, Jermell Charlo is the taller. I don't know about bigger as far as width, but height, yeah, Jermell Charlo has the height advantage. As far as that, this is just for me looking. I'm not looking at any stats right now. for my next video, I'm going to look at all the stats. I'm going to have him down. But from what I can see, he's taller. And that being said, will that cause trouble for Canelo? Or Canelo being the shorter guy, being able to get in where he fit in, will give Jermell Charlo a lot of issues. And I'm not too sure about that, because I have to still look at my fight. I have to do fight analysis. But just to tell y'all, I'm almost 70% sure that Jermell Charlo is gonna give Canelo a hard time. I already know that, and he might win. Let's not get twisted. For the Canelo fans, Jermell might win. That's a chance. That's a chance Canelo is willing to take to prove to the world, that he's back. Canelo said the king is back after this fight. Canelo said he's going to prove to everybody that I'm the best pound for pound in the world. And tagging on along that, this is a good time for Jermell to show that he's pound for pound in the world. And that'll open the door for Jermell as far as bigger fights, more opportunities. More opportunities in that weight division, or maybe a catch weight with Terrence Crawford, an even bigger fight. Because now, who will technically, it'll be hard to decide who's the A side. The person that beat Canelo or the person that beat Errol Spence. We have to wait and see what they negotiate if that happens. But that'll be an exciting fight. But what also will be, in my opinion, a bigger fight would be the Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. That would be the bigger fight to make. Because even though Jermell Charlo with the boxing community, we love Jermell Charlo. We love the Charlo brothers. You know what I'm saying? We seen them do their thing. As far as casual fans, and I'm not so far from casual fans, so don't kill me. I'm still a fan. You know what I'm saying? I just tend to be more proactive and not reactive. I as far as my research. But that's the difference between a casual and somebody who's an SME, subject matter expert. Is that they just take time to study. But anyway, the main difference is with Canelo. Canelo is a bigger fight with Terrence Crawford because of the simple fact that more casual boxing fans, know Canelo. That's just the simple fact about it. That's why Ryan Garcia was able to get the Tank Davis fight, because they knew it was going to be a big fight, because Ryan Garcia has social media presence, has a social media fan base. When we're talking about 2023 fights and so forth, we're talking about social media. You have, in order to get those big fights, your social media presence. There's two ways you can get a mega fight nowadays. Your social media presence has to be there. You have to be big on social media, and you can be okay boxer, right? You can be okay. You can be subpar. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's one way to get a fight. The other way, work hard from the ground up, build your record till you're about to retire, then people might start noticing you. You ask me, I want to go for the social media. Because it's about the money. Y'all tripping. It's about the hard work too, but as a boxer, you're going to already work hard through camp and all. You always going to take sacrifices. That's a given. Every boxer that's out here is taking some sort of sacrifice. That's not rare in the boxing work when you're a boxer. But what's rare is having that social media presence. That's why Tank Davis is such a big star, because he pretty much came up under Floyd. So everybody's eyes was already on him because of Floyd. And he has a backstory. He has an incredible backstory. He came up, he risen like a phoenix from the ashes. You know what I'm saying? And then he was able to knock people out. So that's all that in a bundle was able to make Tank Davis not really have to try to create the social media presence, but predetermined to already have it. So you notice Tank really doesn't have to say anything in the fight, and he probably during the like press conference and stuff, he doesn't say much. He just now started saying something because he understands what selling the fight is. He just recently, but not. He still barely says anything. He's not an Adrian Broner. He's not a Floyd. You know, as far as getting up there and selling the fight, but he still sells the fight without having to do that because it was predetermined. It was the batteries included. It was the success included, the social media included with Tank Davis. So that's pretty much, to sum it all up. That's pretty much two ways a boxer can be can get to a mega fight like that. Hard work, years put in, or having that social media presence. That's it. And then still being a boxer, but having a social media presence. All right. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Canelo Alvarez can lose. It's a possibility. Jermell Charlo is more than capable. And if Jermell Charlo does win, I see Jermell Charlo winning by decision. And that's going to be a fight that Jermell Charlo has to be willing to put forth. I don't see him knocking out Canelo. I don't see that. Canelo's tough. Canelo's proved himself time and time again. We don't have to question that. But the question is Jermell Charlo going to be able to hold on and fight and win these rounds to the last round until when the bell rings? He's going to have to prove himself. And this is going to be an ultimate fight to prove himself. This is going to catapult him. He was already a big star. He's going to be even bigger. Trust me. So, that's it for today, people. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Boom. You already know what time it is. It's your boy KD. Boxing Talk. Hama.